Hey folks, James here with BaseZero Studios, and today we're going to be talking a little bit more about video and video marketing, but more specifically this time as it relates to YouTube and a certain demographic of people called YouTubers. All right, so what is a YouTuber? Well, by definition, a YouTuber is a person who uploads, produces, and appears in videos on the video sharing website YouTube. Okay, that's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. So today's installment of BZ Bites, we're going to give you some tips on how to be a successful YouTuber. Now, keep in mind these are tips. It's meant to, to be just a quick hit, bullet points. We're not going to go and explain them very deeply. If you want to know more information or get some more input, by all means, subscribe, call us, email us, get in touch, and we'll be sure to help you out in any way that we can. So let's go straight into our presentation here. And once again, tips for YouTube success. First, define exactly what success means to you and remember it. You've probably heard this before, and if you haven't, I'm going to tell you now that working YouTube, just like anything else, is pretty much like a job. You have to research, create, edit, publish, shoot, edit, publish, and then promote your content. So it's not just, hey, I'm going to throw a couple of videos up and be successful. There's a lot that's involved here. So be sure it's something that you want to get into for the long haul, because unless you get lucky and hit viral success with one of your videos, there's a good chance that it's going to take a while to grow this. But the good news is if you are passionate about what you're doing and the information you're putting out there, eventually you will realize success. But it's going to take a little time. All right. Next, develop your channel's goals and content. Now, in keeping with the first tip, this is going to help you to stay on track, stay on target. All right. And the reason is because a lot of people will get distracted. Okay, and I just actually had this conversation with someone this morning, but it's easy to get distracted and try to capitalize on either viral or some quick formula that's going to get you the success that you're looking for. And there's no shortcuts. I mean, if you follow a plan and you attract a certain audience with that plan and the content that comes out of that, then you switch gears and start adding different content, you run the risk of losing that audience and kind of starting over from square one. All right, so develop your channel's goals and the content that you want to produce. All right, next point. Map it out. What does the adage say? Those that fail to plan are planning to fail. All right, so actually write it down. What are you going to need in terms of equipment? Well, let's help you out with that. You're going to need a camera. You're going to need a tripod. You're going to need a light. And you're going to need some editing software of some sort to put it all together. All right. Now, with that in mind, again, that still doesn't speak to the content that you're going to be putting out and what you need as it relates to that. For example, if you're building Iron Man suits, well, you're going to need to have some skills to do that and the materials and everything that goes with it. If you're doing a channel on baking, you're going to have access to a kitchen and all of the items that you need to obviously to create the product that you'll be filming for your content. So map it all out, write it all down, and if there's expenses involved, which most likely there will be, then obviously that becomes part of the equation. And if you don't do that, then you're just kind of, again, setting yourself up for failure, be it short or long term. All right? Next point. Make sure your channel page is welcoming. All right, so what do we mean by that? Well, if you get to a channel page, have an intro video. Have all of your information on your YouTube channel filled out. The about information, an email for them to get in touch with you. Make sure each one of your videos have a description that speaks to what the video is going to be about, and of course the thumbnail on your video is very key. So you want it to be something that people are going to want to look at, and that at the same time will be something that is designed in such a way that it will attract them and pull them into and watch your video. So the engagement starts from the very moment they read the title and see your thumbnail. All right, just some of the ways that you can make your channel page welcoming. Next point, mind your SEO. Okay, so SEO can be a bit complicated. It can be challenging, and it can be fun. What the fun part is when you start seeing the results from your SEO work, and this has everything to do with your keywording and tagging your videos on YouTube. It also has everything to do with how you're promoting it through social media, what hashtags and keywords you're using there, and then if you are embedding your videos into a website or some sort of a landing page, there's SEO that's related to that. If descriptions, titles, key tags, everything that you can apply to your video in terms of search engine optimization will only benefit you. So you want to definitely have some core keywords and tags that you use, and then expand on that as the content in each video dictates. And again, the trade-off, the payoff, or I should say, is that if you do good SEO, it will add up to more views, more subscribers, and ultimately more success. All right, next point. Be consistent with your content. So we touched on this a little bit earlier. Again, if you're doing a baking show, all right, everything's about cupcakes and cookies, and then suddenly you throw a video in there about going to the monster truck rally. Not saying that people won't appreciate it, but you may confuse them with that video. And then if maybe the next video you post up has something to do with gardening. Okay, unless it's just a general homemaking channel, again, you're running into the possibility for confusion and chaos being created by your channel with your original subscriber base while you're trying to diversify and attract new subscribers. So again, be consistent with your content. If you feel like you want to encompass a lot of subjects, then make it about a central subject that's related to all of those subjects in terms of content. Next point. Get to the point. How ironic is that, huh? Okay. Don't take forever to do a video that's 5 or 10 minutes in length where you could explain something in a minute or two. People know when you're trying to pad your videos with extra content just to make them longer. You'd be better off having three different videos rather than one long video if your video is boring. So get to the point as quickly as possible. People like to have some sort of an intro, some sort of structure for the middle of the video, and then a sign off. And then get out of there. On to the next one. And which brings us to our next point, which is keep up with your niche. All right, what do I mean by that? Well, simply enough, you want to continue to research and be aware of the things that are happening in your niche, whatever that may be. Do keyword research on YouTube. Look for competitors that are talking about and filming the same things. Watch some of their videos. Take away, don't duplicate or copy their videos, but use that as an education, as maybe looking at things from a different perspective or a different angle. So when you make your content, you'll be on target, you'll be on trend, you'll be current, and you'll be relevant. And again, if you keep up and stay in that niche, again, the success will speak for itself. All right. Manage your community like a boss. Okay, so what do I mean by that? Well, easily put, your community, your YouTube channel, I should say, has a place for commenting. If you're promoting them through social media, either through groups or through your own Facebook page or Twitter account, what have you, Instagram, you name it, anybody that interacts in any way, shape, or form, you want to respond. You want to keep that engagement going. Engage them in conversation, respond to comments, thank people for watching your videos, encourage them to share, to subscribe. The more dynamic and more engaging you are within your own community, the more successful you'll be in terms of views and subscribes. All right, spread the word with a killer website. Now, this isn't necessarily for everyone. Okay. Um, but if you're selling something or if your videos relate to your website or to your business, promoting those videos on a website or maybe on someone else's blog. Maybe you have a partnership with, a product that you're reviewing. Maybe you can get them to promote you. But the bottom line is, YouTube is not the only place that you can promote yourself. Now, I'm not saying that you can't grow if you only promote yourself on YouTube, but you could grow faster if you promote yourself elsewhere and then drive that traffic back to YouTube. Assess and learn from your analytics. So this brings us to our final point. And someone once said that good marketing is good analysis. Okay, so give you an example. You publish up 10 or 15 videos, 20, however many videos you've got up over a period of time, and you've been promoting them out through social media, anywhere that you can talk about them or get your friends to talk about them, and then you start watching the analytics on your website, or I'm sorry, on your channel, and some videos are starting to perform better than others over a period of time. What you want to do is you want to go back and look at those videos, maybe compare them to, and of course, if you shot them, you know what was in those videos. Start to identify and maybe have other people, if you have a peer group, at the same time, maybe have them give you some feedback on why one video was more popular than another. Then you take that information, okay, that research, that analytics that you've done on yourself, and you apply that going forward to any new videos or new content that you're making to see if you can somewhat duplicate that success. So that brings us to the end of our BZ Bites for today, which was all about YouTubers and how to do better at YouTubing. All right, this is James with BaseZero Studios. This has again been BZ Bites, and we bring you these little snippets of information because it's just everyday marketing tips, because you need to be marketing every day. As always, subscribe, follow, like, share. We love to hear from you. And if you have any questions or any comments on this, please, by all means, weigh in and let us know. And we look forward to seeing you soon.